What's up you guys, welcome to today's video of PK Tech Tips. Today we're doing an $800 full setup 1080p gaming PC build. Now this gaming PC build would be able to play most of your today's latest title at 1080p 60 FPS, and if you move on to 1440p and 4K, it might load down to 30 to 40 frames a second. So let's see, can we hit 20 likes on this video? And with that being said, let's get started. So first is the processor, and the processor of my choice is the AMD FX 6300. It's a hexa-core processor clocked at 3.5 GHz. It could be overclocked and you have a stock cooler inside it, so you save a lot of money for not buying a third-party cooler, that you have a stock cooler inside it. It's clocked at 3.4 GHz. It's a hexa-core processor and you can overclock it. This is a beast processor. It's almost compatible to the i5 processors, and it's a very nice processor for money. While the i5s are costing you around $150 to $200, this is just for $99. You're getting a very nice performance like the i5. So the processor, I've gone for the AMD FX 6300. Moving on to the motherboard, we have the ASROCK 970M Pro 3. It's a micro ADX motherboard, supports AM3 Plus and AM3 chipsets. Very nice motherboard, nice and cool. It has lots of onboard USB 3 headers, supports 64 GB of RAM, and even though SLI and Crossfire. That's a very nice motherboard for money you should be looking at too. Moving on to the RAM, we have KINGSTON HYPERX Fury Black. Is 8 GB RAM. That's a DDR3 RAM clocked at 1866 MHz. We're going for DDR3 because obviously this is not a Skylake PC build. So 8 GB clocked at 1866 MHz for 1080p is very nice, and you don't need more than 8 GB of RAM for 1080p gaming, you know. So all the games are run very smooth with 8 GB of RAM. So we've gone for the KINGSTON HYPERX Fury X Black 8 GB of RAM. Moving on to the storage, we have a Western Digital CAVIAR 1TB hard disk. It's 7200 RPM hard disk, and 1TB is more than enough for your games. But who play a lot of game, it might be less, and if you have less, you can put another 1TB. But for this build, we've just gone for 1TB because it's a gaming PC build, and for games 1TB is enough, to be honest. Moving on to the graphics card, we have the Gigabyte RADEON RX 480. It is 8 GB version, clocked at 976 MHz, very powerful. I have a link in the description, you can go and check that out. My friend reviewed it. It's very nice performing, very powerful, 8 GB of VRAM. All your 1080p games are going to be blasted out with this GPU, and yeah, you're gonna get a great performance with this, and you can edit videos with this too. Great graphics card for money you should be looking out too. Moving on to the case, we have the NZXT S340. That is a matte black and red combination. It's an ADX mid-tower case. It has a very nice side panel, glass panel that makes you look inside your great invention, that are the processor, everything looking very nice. Large space inside, so you have a lot of space to put everything whatever you want to. Yeah, that's a great case for money again. And if you have a LED strip, you can put that in, it'll look much more beautiful, to be honest. So for the case, we've gone for the NZXT S340. Moving on to the power supply, we have the EVGA 500 watt semi-modular power supply. We've gone for 500 watt because this is enough for the build, and no special reason for going for this particular power supply. I liked it, I went for that. Moving on to the monitor, we have the ACER GN246HL. It's a 24-inch monitor. It is 144 MHz, the IPS panel. So it's going to be very nice for gaming. Very thin bezels and a great beautiful stand. You can see right there. It's very nice monitor. And yeah, it's going to perform very well. And the color accuracy on this monitor is very cool. And you're going to like it, guys. Just test it once, because it has the highest rating among all the 1080p monitors around there present. Lastly, the keyboard and mouse. We've gone for Cooler Master OCTA Weird Gaming Keyboard / optical mouse. So it's a combination of a keyboard and mouse, which is RGB support. Very nice mouse. It's 7200 DPI. That is absolutely insane. And the keyboard and mouse both are RGB connected, so you can pass the color, same color, different color, or the color passing from one to another. They're gonna look really nice on your setup. So guys, that was the build. This is gonna cost you $794. I have rounded it off to $800. You can buy that out, and before you buy, go to buy. If you did like this video, give that a like. If you didn't, give that a dislike. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.